Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun. Nick Collier here, and we're still plugging away at this old piece of steel. And, you know, we've got the pulley almost cut. So we're going to kind of step back in there and turn the machine on, and let's get moving. Okay, so where we left off was we reset our compound. And we're going 17 degrees in this way to open up some room. Now, I know just from looking at it that this from here to here is a little bit wider than from here to here. So we need to open that up a little bit too. First we need to take some measurements. So one critical measurement first off is from here to the beginning of our pulley, or our V. And we're going to run, and that goes to all the way over to that point there. So let's swing this back around. Okay, get a rag, get a little blue. Measurement is to there, from here, and there's where we want to go to. All right. So we're going to take it all the way over to there, and let's get our bit set up right in that spot. All right, so we've cut this angle here, Now we've turned our compound back around to 17 degrees going this way. Now we're going to go ahead and finish off this other side, and we'll cut away. You probably can't see a thing from over there, can you? All right, let's move. That's better, I believe. So now we're going to take off this little shoulder right here. Okay, so we've come up with a smaller bit that will be able to get into down deep inside of that pocket, and you know, that's a good thing. Let's turn a light on and crank up and get rolling. All right, we got one side done. Now we got to come back in and catch the second side. And probably a good idea is to take a measurement right now and see how close we are. We're pretty good. A little bit wide, but I think we're good. Okay, back this up. There's 15, 16, 17 right there. All right, try it again. Okay, so we've got this inside surface resolved, we got this surface resolved, we got this surface resolved, we have this one, this one, this one, and our V for our belt. Now what we've done is come in here and we just squared up this one little surface right there so that when we rotate this around, this I can set up to and get my squareness. Hells bells, it's another morning and we're back at this thing, and we're going to be plugging along at it today because we're flipping it around and we've got a ton of metal to pull off of this beast. So in order to do that accurately, and this is the place where we need to be more accurate, we're going to put the 4-jaw chuck in here, we're going to spin it around, and we're going to square it up with the 4-jaw in place. Now we want to protect our original surfaces, so we're going to put little pieces of aluminum down here on the bottom, not bottom, but on the jaws themselves. And let's we're going to bring this guy over here because it's much lighter, and get everything kind of set up so that everything will fit. And that looks pretty good. Let's bring this back a little bit, and we'll bring this one back just a little bit. And I think we got something. There we go. All right. Okay, heavy ass piece of steel. Drop it in place. Piece of aluminum. I'm thinking we can move this in just a little bit. Oops, too far. Pretty close. Back up a little bit here. I'd say we're reasonably happy. Let's get you up above. Okay, so get a dial indicator. Attach that to here. And we're going to come over to this machined part right there, and that will give us what we want. All right, so we're a couple hundred thousandths. Which way's high? There's high. So and let's give this just a quick shot, just to look at it. Can we get to it? I think so. All right, we're about a half a thou on this surface here, so that's pretty good. So we have got a ton of material to pull off of here, but I think before we do that, we're going to bore this to size and get this all set up so that we can come in and put some support in there here without giving us any major trouble. I can't remember how far we have to go in there. That's that far. 437 is what we're sitting at right here. And our shaft size is 450, 62 and a half, maybe 63. So we got about 30 thousandths to take. We're going to take a measurement from out here. .36 and maybe 3/4. Take a measurement from deep inside here. .436 even. So we're about 3/4 out from one end to the other, which is about 4 inches. Well, no, that's showing 440. 4 thousandths is not acceptable. Oh, maybe I hit a... Yeah. 436 and 3/4. Yep, 436 and 3/4 out here. Let's make sure our wall's nice and clean. So 435, we're 1/1000ths taper. 435, no, 25, 35, 36, 436. So we're 3/4 of 1/1000ths taper. No, yes, 436. Do it again from another direction. This time we're showing 437. And that's about as snug as it gets. Or 37 1/4. 437 and a quarter. Go all the way inside. $436 and a quarter. $436. So of 1.25 thousandths out. That's not too bad. We're going to, we could actually come in and just sand the inside just a little bit to kind of clean it out. Okay, so we're about 10 thousandths shy of having that hole right, and we're just going to let it ride there for the moment. And we're going to square up this outside edge here, and then get ourselves a floating center to support that inside, so that nothing moves around when we're honking on this piece here. So we'll, here we go. All right, it's 2 or 3 days later. We're back to this project. It's raining outside. Life is good, especially here in California, where we haven't had a whole lot of rain lately. So we have to take 6 thousandths off of this surface here to bring it down to size. And then once we get that, we're going to break our edges here and there. And we need to also take off a little bit off of the end, but we'll do that at the end. And then the main thing is we need to come in and bore it. So first thing we're going to do is take off 6 thou. First we come in and touch. At some point. Our touch. Now from there, let's just go with 2 thousandths. And we've got some room in here to measure, so we're going to cut a little bit and then take a measurement and see how that comes out. Like that. let's have a look at that and see what we got. So we're at exactly 7.5, which is pretty much where we need to be. So I like that. Let's finish cutting. Nice surface. I think we're ready to go. We'll take another measurement just in case. Yeah, it looks good. So that sits at about 8. So we can just kind of pull off a little bit. Yeah, so half a thou. No big deal. Bring it back. And now I want to tighten up. Oh, maybe I don't want to tighten up. Let's see here. Let's pull our tailstock back. Get it out of the way as much as possible. We're going to come in and put a boring bar in here. Now I'd love to get this big fucker in there, but I don't think it's going to go. Well, I don't know. It could. We'll move this bit back just a little bit. I think it's smaller. There it is. Keep that bit all the way in, or not all the way, but most of the way. Let's see if that's going to work. Well, I'm seeing that we're sitting kind of low. Let's get it up a little bit. Now we're fitting, but our bit's too high, so we'll rotate this back down a little bit. Looks pretty good. And to follow up on that, let's take a measurement. And our measurement is 7/875. From here, and we're sitting just a little bit high. All right, let's bring it down just a bit more. That looks pretty good. So we're going to be able to reach. No, it bottoms out on the back side. Let's see here. Yeah, it's just too big. All right, we go to the smaller one. All right, that looks good. Got to put another bit in, of course. All right, I got a whole drawer full of little bits. I'm sure I've got something that'll work. This could possibly work. This one's got a good rake to it. I like this one. Yeah, we'll use this for now. I'm going to go and put a little edge on that because it looks pretty beat up. All right, so our bore is almost there. We need to take 5/1000ths off of the inside of that bore, and right now we just did a touch off, and we're going to come in and just kiss it to get a good measurement. Maybe take 1/1000. Or even 1/2 Okay, 8/10. All right, we took 8/10 off of that. I'm going to bring it back out. Bore feels pretty good. Let's make sure it's good and clean. Rotate. So we'll just keep taking measurements until we get 2 or 3 consistent measurements, and then we'll know that's where we're at. And all right. This is measuring at 439. We'll come in this direction. 439. Well, this says 440. Take it in from a little closer in. $439 and a half or so. More like 439 and nope, 440. Go all the way in because I know there's a bit of a taper here. Half a thou taper. And yet we're sitting right at 439 and a half. So we need to go to 431. Okay. So that means we got 4.5 thousandths to take off of either side. Is that right? Let me get a calculator. This is where I always fuck up. 439 minus, I know, minus 431 equals 8 thousandths. Okay, so we got 4 to take off on each side. And I'm going to take 2 at a time, just to keep everybody honest. All right, back to measuring. And our line is there, so we're going to stay away from the line. And we should at this point be at something went wrong.